project on how influencers shape the trips of people, regular people in the parks. So I'm here to ask you a couple questions. Okay, first question is what's your goal when you're making content for your viewers?
That's a great question. My goal is to just provide like a fun experience, but also something I enjoy. Like my biggest thing when it comes to content is like having a good time while showing everyone else a good time.
Yeah.
So that's
nice.
it. Yeah.
And like what elements, like how do you use like creativity, technology, storytelling to make videos and like increase the appeal of Disney in your videos?
Yeah, so for storytelling, it's more about like being able to be entertaining but also informative. So as much as we're sitting here, our live stream is telling us what to do, but we're also learning about what to eat, what not to eat. So when people come on their vacation, they're just like, they know what to order, what not to order.
And you're helping them provide that.
And I like to involve my friends because sometimes my opinion might be different from Matt's opinion.
Yeah, that's so nice. And how do you make Disney feel like a magical place that people want to come visit? And how do you make them experience that magic before they even are able to step into the parks?
Great questions. I gotta I have to save this for later. You're killing it. Good questions. My biggest thing is like highlighting the fun stuff and not sharing too much of what's going on. Like if I know there might be like an accident or like a code 1, which is like, I don't know, like something bad's going on, like I try not to focus on the negative, I focus on the positive. Don't get me wrong, sometimes if it's really bad I'll say something, but the majority of the time I try to focus on the positive because I understand how much of a privilege it is to come to the parks whenever we want with friends, you know, because you're visiting from Canada, but this is just like a
regular
friend Friday night for us, you know? Yeah.
And my last question is kind of a bit of like an opinion question, but you create videos which allow people to experience Disney before they even step into the parks, and they are able to dream about and envision their trips before even getting here. So have you ever viewed yourself as a dream shaper? You are able to allow people to shape their dreams before they ever come to Disney?
Wow. I look at myself as less of a dream shaper and more of like a conduit for what they can expect. Like at the end of the day, like I said, like I want people to experience what I experienced. I'm so blessed. So like I want them to have a good time. At the end of the day, it's really easy if you want to harp on the negative or focus on that, which I do sometimes, but at the end of the day, majority of the time I try to focus on the fun, the positivity. And I want people to be excited to come here because it's so easy. There's so much negativity out there. There's 10 negative things about Disney compared to 1, you know? So like, and some people might get mad, they might think I'm a shill, but Disney barely invites me out. It's about being honest, and I always say to my viewers, it's about being transparent. Also, are the lights blinking? Am I going crazy?
It's lightning.
We're losing lights?
No, it's lightning.
Oh, it's lightning.
Yeah.
Okay. And I have a question for you.
Okay.
Get this one. Because this one is really curious.
Oh, by the way, we have 515 people.
515 people in the chat. Amazing. Wow. We're losing power right now. I don't know if you guys can see that. Okay, my question to you is, how do you quantify a content creator from an influencer?
Yes. So, I feel like a content creator to me is someone who is like very particular with what they post and what they create, and they're creating videos in order to like inform and like help people. And not that an influencer doesn't do that, but to me like an influencer is just someone who's like holding up their phone and going like this and like walking around. And I mean that might not be fully true, but like in my head that's just kind of like what first comes to mind.
That's fair. Yeah, I like at least to think of myself as, wait, can you get this? This is funny. No, you're good. I like to think of myself as a content creator.
I would say the same.
Yeah, because I feel like I'm not trying to influence people to come here. I'm just creating niche content in a place that I like to be in.
Yeah, and I think that's really nice.
Nice.
Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate
Thank
it.
you. And what's your name again for the live stream?
Sydney.
Sydney. I mean, we hit 500. That was the goal today. So
There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
we ran into people who are on a field trip and they're asking questions to influencers and content creators. So it's just been a really good day. Really fun. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And the pins are going crazy.
Yes, I have a whole collection. Do you guys want to see?
Yeah, sure.
These are my favorite, the Star Wars ones.
It was also her 16th birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday in the chat. Happy birthday in the chat. Awesome.
Thank you.
Oh, awesome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Have a good evening.
The Star Wars one.
Good. I like to think of myself as a content creator.
I would say the same.
Yeah, because I feel like I'm not trying to influence people to come here. I'm just creating niche content in a place that I like to be in.
Yeah.